Hey, fourth graders, welcome to your last language lesson for the week. It is Friday, so go ahead and grab your language books to page 283. Yep, we're going way in the back again. We're doing a lot of review, and then next week we'll pick it up again with our regular lessons in the front part of the book. So thank you for going to page 283. We are going to do all three of these little mini lessons here. All right, let's take a look at lesson 57 on page 283. It says, complete each sentence by writing the plural form of the noun in parentheses. Oh, you know how to do this, right? They're plural. That means more than one. More than one. And that was the spelling word ones. So I'm going to use really bright pink. We bought several bunches of flowers. There is an old saying that cats have 9 lives. Now, I don't know if that's true, um, but like it says, it's an old saying. My dentist says you only need to floss the tooth you want to keep. The teeth you want to keep. That's another saying too, because someone will say, do I have to floss? And the dentist will say, only if you want to keep your teeth. And I sure do want to keep my teeth. Dad left his keys in his coat pocket. The goose were swimming peacefully across the pond. More so like the geese. Now, if you're talking about one particular goose, then sure, you can say the goose was swimming peacefully across the pond. But we're talking about more than one, so it's the geese. Cool, how'd you do? I know you might have paused the video to do it on your own, which is cool too. I mean, you can pause the whole video if you want to do the rest of this on your own, and then unpause it to check your work. I'm going to switch colors to orange. Identify each bold word by writing V for verb or N for noun. Ah, Mason, you're number one. Mason hurt his hand when he was playing baseball. Sounds accurate. Just kidding. Mason hurt his hand. Well, you can hurt your hand when you're playing baseball. Um, I've done that playing softball. And the other day, one of the Rays on the Tampa Bay Rays was playing, like he was hitting. He had a bat, he had a wooden bat, and he didn't have gloves. It was the first time I've seen a professional baseball player not wear gloves. Well, I'm sure people don't in the MLB, but it was the first time I've seen someone play without gloves, at bat, and it hurt my hands because I need to wear gloves when I have to bat. So Mason hurt his hand. So hand is bold, and that's not something he does, but it is a noun. It's a thing. So N for noun. Please hand Dad that plate of cookies. So here you're gonna hand someone something to someone, meaning you're gonna give it to them, which is an action. So that's a verb. One look from mom was enough to stop the mischief. Have you ever had that? Your mom looks at you and you stop doing what you're doing because you know you're gonna get in trouble if you continue. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So one look. Um, I know she's giving the look, but like she's giving. Now this is not giving a look. It is a thing. It's a look, so it's a noun. I will look in my binder for my homework. So here the word look is more of an action because you're going to do it. So that's a verb. We should stop here for lunch. Again, this you're doing an action, even though it's like ironically it's not an action because you're stopping the action, but it's still an action. Get it? So that's a verb. We should stop here for lunch. All right, so that's lesson 58. Now let's move on to lesson 60. Place a check mark in the blank next to each sentence that contains a direct quotation. Mrs. Baker said, please take out your arithmetic homework. Yeah, that's a direct quote. She said those exact words in a speech bubble. Please take out your arithmetic homework. So check mark. Our teacher asked William to hold the door for the class. Although she's telling William to hold the door, she probably said something like, William, hold the door. And that's it. But like in the context, she's saying, hold the door for the class, but she didn't say exactly hold the door for the class. She probably said, William, hold, or she probably didn't say his name. She probably just said, hold the door and pointed to William. So we don't know exactly what she said at the moment, but in the context, we know that William had to hold the door. So that's not a direct quote. My dad said that we could go fishing this weekend. So again, this is not a direct quote. I don't know what he said exactly. Maybe he said, we're going to go fishing on Saturday because Saturday is part of the weekend. Or maybe he said, we're going to go fishing on Saturday and Sunday because Saturday and Sunday are part of the weekend. But I don't know exactly what Dad said. All I know is that he said we're going fishing on the weekend. So that's not a direct quote. Number 4, let's visit Grandpa and Grandma tomorrow, said Mom. So this is exactly what she said. Let's visit Grandpa and Grandma this weekend. In fact, commented Dylan. Ooh, he snuck his way into our lesson, huh, Dylan? In fact, commented Dylan, I did see your backpack outside. So this is a direct quote. In fact, I did see your backpack outside. I like how they use another dialogue tag, commented. So that is a direct quote. All right, so how did we do? Learn something new still. Even though this may have been review, it was still a good review. So on Jupiter, please do quiz, I believe it's 6. Let me double check. Yep. No, it's quiz 11, my bad. Quiz 6 is for the 3rd graders. On Jupiter, do quiz 11, very similar to what we did here. And then be sure to also watch the math lesson. Thank you very much, 4th graders. I'll see you at our meeting.